Picture your first day of school, nervous stomach, new backpack, maybe a packed lunch. Now forget all of that, because today we're going to a very different kind of first day. Welcome to Caveman School, 40,000 years ago, where the backpack is a sack made of wolf fur. The packed lunch is whatever you can catch on the way there, and the first lesson of the day might just eat you if you're not paying attention. Meet Ugg. Ugg is 8 years old, extremely nervous, and about to have the most chaotic first day of school in human history. His mother packs him a lunch of dried berries and mammoth jerky, tells him to be brave, and shoves him out of the cave before he can complain. Caveman School isn't a building. It's a giant clearing near the river, ringed by boulders, with a massive bonfire crackling in the middle even in daylight, because apparently the #1 rule of Caveman School is there is always a fire. Ugg's teacher is a broad-shouldered, one-eyed man named Grunk, who has survived 3 volcanic eruptions, 1 saber-tooth ambush, and, according to rumor, a direct wrestling match with a bear that he insists he won, though nobody who was actually there agrees with that story. First period, Hunting Skills 101. Grunk hands every student a wooden spear, points to a very unimpressed-looking wild boar standing 30 feet away, and says only one word, "Go." Chaos immediately follows. One kid throws his spear directly into a tree. Another trips over his own foot and face plants into the mud, to the boar's visible amusement. Ugg, panicking, closes his eyes, throws as hard as he can, and, somehow, against all odds, nails the target dead center. The class goes silent. Grunk raises his one eyebrow, impressed. Ugg has just accidentally become the star pupil of Caveman School, and he has absolutely no idea how he did it. Second period is even stranger, pet taming class. Sitting in the middle of the clearing is a wicker basket, and inside it, unbelievably, is a baby cave lion cub, golden-eyed and clearly furious about being in a basket. Grunk explains completely seriously that every top student gets to raise a lion cub as a loyal hunting companion, and today they'll be choosing their partner for the rest of the year. The cub takes one look at Ugg, hisses directly in his face, and then, seconds later, curls up and falls asleep in his arms like nothing happened. Ugg names him Fang. Fang immediately falls off Ugg's shoulder into the dirt. This is going to be a very long year. Lunchtime at Caveman School is its own kind of chaos. Everyone gathers around the giant fire, roasting whatever they manage to hunt, gather, or in one unfortunate kid's case, whatever accidentally followed him home. Ugg shares his mammoth jerky with Fang, who headbutts him affectionately, nearly knocking him into the fire pit, which, according to the other students, is basically a rite of passage. Every single one of them has been lion headbutted into the fire pit at least once. Third period, Cave Art class. Students are handed chunks of charcoal and red ochre and told to paint something impressive on the classroom wall, which is, quite literally, the side of an actual mountain. Most kids draw wobbly bison or lopsided mammoths. Ugg, still riding the high of his hunting success, decides to draw an enormous, heroic picture of himself single-handedly defeating a woolly rhino. Grunk stares at it for a long moment, then simply says, "Ambitious," which in Grunk speak might be the highest compliment available. Fourth period is survival skills, taught by Grunk's equally terrifying sister, a woman named Thraka, who teaches students how to start a fire using nothing but 2 sticks, pure willpower, and apparently extremely colorful cursing when the sticks refuse to cooperate. Ugg's fire attempt produces mostly smoke and a coughing fit, but Fang, showing off, swats the sticks together with his paw and somehow creates a spark on the very first try. The entire class stares in disbelief. A lion, better at fire starting than an actual human child. Nobody knows what to do with that information, so class simply moves on. By the end of the day, Ugg is exhausted, slightly singed, and covered in mud, charcoal, and lion drool in roughly equal amounts. As the sun sets, the whole class gathers back around the bonfire for the final lesson of the day, storytelling. Each student has to stand up and tell one exciting story from their day, and whoever gets the loudest cheer from the group wins the honor of picking tomorrow's hunting location. Ugg stands up, nervous all over again, and tells the story of the boar, the lion cub, and the accidental woolly rhino masterpiece, with Fang dramatically reenacting the fire-starting trick At exactly the right moment for comedic effect, the class erupts into cheering. Grunk, not usually one for smiling, cracks a small, proud grin. Ugg walks home that night, exhausted, triumphant, trailed closely by a small lion who refuses to leave his side, already planning tomorrow's hunting spot in his head. Not bad, he thinks, for a first day of school. Just another completely normal Tuesday, 40,000 years ago. Thanks for watching. If you'd survive Caveman School, let us know in the comments and subscribe to Bone and Fire for more stories from the past.